All right. Well, I'm here with Huey. Huey, congratulations on Team USA. What did first let's talk about that real quick. Just
Okay.
how did that feel? Like, when you got the call that you were gonna represent a country that you immigrated to, it's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, I think I was really excited,
Yeah.
honestly, getting a chance to be able to represent your own country. Um, I was honestly honored, but also at the same time, since I just, my citizenship was in Korea and I just kind of got to US citizen.
Hmm.
I don't have dual citizen, but I only have US citizen now. But, like that was making me feel a little worried that like some people might not be happy,
Hmm.
but at least for me, for myself, I thought it was a great opportunity. And like, just when will I ever get a chance to represent my own country,
Yeah, and it just feels like there's something to be said about that type of whole environment a little bit there as well. But also, you've been in the United States for a long time. Just like overall, like what have you enjoyed about your time here? And I think what really drove the decision to kind of because you can't be a dual citizen for
Yeah.
Korea and USA, but what drove the decision to kind of like renounce one and accept the
Mhm.
other?
I think basically my life
Mhm.
now is like you just mentioned, like I've been in the US for a while now, like maybe like 9 years since CLG, like 20 since like 2015 or something like that. So almost like 10 years plus. And at this point, everything I have is in the US. Like I have a wife, I have two dogs here, my house here. Like
Mhm.
so basically my whole life, my friends are here. Um, so that's where it wasn't a really even a hard question to me whether like, oh, is it a Korean citizenship or US citizenship. Like I feel like I'm American now,
Yeah.
so that's why like it was a really easy process for me to decide.
Yeah, no, for that, but also like when it comes to your teammates, I mean, it seems like what we talked last time is like you were like the conduit between, like the two Koreans, and then with Impact, he kind of could do his own thing, and then
Hmm.
Dark Wings. How has that communication improved? Because I think one of the things was they wanted to focus more on that communication, and particularly when things got stressful. Because when things get stressful, I think for Hanbok and Rail, it seems like they can really fall back into Korean by instinct.
Yeah. I mean, I think communication is always something that we'll pay attention to, and there's no like really the right answer, in my opinion. And whenever we lose, like it's always good to talk about every problem that there can be, and communication was definitely one of them. So we're just talking about how like, oh, it will be better if we can use more English comms so that like Isaac in game, Dark Wings in game can be more related, and like I don't have to also always translate in game. Um, so it's something that we're trying to do more as well, but I think it's just like whatever is more natural, we'll probably do it on stage. Like me and Rahal will still kind of talk in Korean because we're both Korean and
Yep.
he's more comfortable with that. Um, so yeah, it's definitely something that we're trying to improve on. But I think at the same time, Isaac at this point have been with us for almost like a year now. So
Hmm.
I think he's just also more comfortable. Sometimes whenever we talk in Korean and we laugh, he also laughs. And then I'm like, did you understand that? He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So like, I feel like he gets a lot of context clue and he's used to it now.
Nice, nice. Now, okay, this split's kind of important because it is the world split. I think that's kind of what everyone circles. I mean, MSI First Stand are nice kind of, opportunities to play, but this is the one everyone plays for. It seems like there's a really tight race for one of two spots. It feels like, as Lion being, kind of ahead of the curve right now. How important is it to get off to a good start? Because you guys kind of struggled early in the blocks last year, and then, kind of eased into it. And then, like, how important will it be to kind of get to a good start in this split?
Honestly, I think it's pretty important.
Mhm.
Like whenever we start off weak, it's like kind of a, in a sense, coping mechanism, or like we are trying to be okay with our results because there's nothing we can do about it. But obviously, split three, like you mentioned, like it is the most important split for us. We do want to start strong, and I feel like I am really confident on my team currently. The way how we were like, like playing in EWC and like screaming and like how the games were going, I have a lot of confidence in there. So yeah, hopefully we can start it off really strong.
You mentioned EWC experience. Just like how big was that experience for you guys to at least bond a little more, and also just kind of just get used to comms because there was a lot of stressful. Whether it was best of one and then the best of
Yeah.
threes. It's like how much did that teach you about the team having to play a best of one, knowing that if you get into a game five situation, you understand the pressure of that.
I mean, I will say like I'm kind of used to those at this point. I think it was more so like a really helpful experience for the younger players that we have. I feel like even in LCS stage, we had some issues on stage nerves and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I feel like we did improve a lot. You know, I feel like even though we only beat TSW,
Mhm.
I will say like we almost got to the point that like it was almost about one or two team fights with Shenji and Casey as well. Game one, at least, I was really confident that we should have won that game. Um, I feel like the players got a lot from those kind of experience, like being in front of a really loud crowd, especially like KC,
Mhm.
like when we're playing and it was in France, so like they were so loud whenever they were making a play, and
Yeah.
whenever we were making a play, it's just quiet. Having those kind of experience will definitely help us improve more.
Yeah, no, and I think I saw fans just sitting outside the arena because they were watching your screen outside of T1's game. Like
Yeah.
it was a crazy sight. But in general, like you mentioned, three younger players. How much have they grown with particularly because you got to play with Darkwings and Rahel last year at the clutch run, and then Hambak is coming over from LCK Challengers. But how have they kind of grown over this year, and what have you and Impact kind of done to kind of like ease them into now where the pressure is this split and it's an opportunity to go to Worlds?
Yeah, I think they all have great mechanics. I think that was never a question to me. I think more so sometimes the way how they view the game, like they kind of view it a little too short. So I think we're just trying to give them more insights about sometimes planning for ahead or like near the future, and you don't have to get like immediate payback.
Mhm.
Is also like worth thinking about. They have their own way of viewing the game too. So like we're also trying to like accommodate their play style as well. And I feel like Isaac and Rahal have been improving a lot, especially Isaac, in my opinion. Like compared to when I first started playing with him from DSG, I think he has, yeah, every single time on stage, I think he's like kind of a good peeler, like a solid carry that we can ask for.
Mhm.
So I'm really happy for him that he's performing really well, and then Rahal as well. Like he's one of our biggest carries. So hopefully we can keep up our form, and me and Hamba can connect well and kind of make a great room for our carries to carry.
Yeah. For now, this is a very interesting meta with the mages being so strong in the bot lane. Just like, how do you feel about the meta right now? And also, for your perspective, like you've seen various metas go around. Just like, what does this meta kind of compare to other ones you played in? And then also, like, how important is it for you to be able to flex between, a typical support versus a roaming support?
Honestly, yeah, like I've been playing a lot of meta, but like I do think this one is kind of unique,
Hmm.
because like before I feel like I kind of still had to be connected with my AD carry a little bit, but nowadays it's like you mentioned, a lot of mages are being played, so support just leaves, and honestly, it's really fun for me. I can be like really tricky, and I love being annoying to
Hmm.
enemy team.
Yeah.
I believe being annoying is a good thing, like
Hmm.
it means that
Harassing
yeah,
players. Yeah.
yeah, it's good, it's good. So I love annoying people
Yeah.
basically, and I think it's so fun.
Well, I mean, do you think sometimes that you get left out of the conversation because we always talk about like, oh, ADCs and bot laners, but it never talk about the support. It's always you guys are like, hey, we like having fun too, so let's roam around and have fun.
Yeah.
You think that's kind of the predominant conversation sometimes?
I guess so, but I also like being like the not the focus.
Yeah.
I like like we're weak supports, guys. Like buff us, please. So yeah, but like I hope that I can get to play a little more of this roaming meta.
Yeah, this roaming meta is always fun. Like, who do you prefer, Pike or Camille?
Big fan of Camille.
Okay.
Big fan of Camille, and Pike is also really fun. So can't wait to play them.
I can't wait to see the drafts because the drafts are always gonna be interesting. Like what's banned first and what's prior.
Yeah, yeah.
So how would you now where does this fit with Isaac? Because he's a very predominant mage player. And knowing that some of his picks might have to go to bot lane, like how has he adapted his playstyle to add more versatility in his draft pool, champion pool?
I will say good because a lot of champions is a flex. So like whenever he gets a good mage matchup, we're confident that he's gonna get a lead, and I will always be there, kind of,
Because you can
So
roam there now.
yeah, I'll be there. Like he's my AD carry now. So Yeah, I think it will it helps us a lot.
Mm. And I think last question, just overall, like, what have you seen? A lot of conversation is like, where Impact's going to go, and how long do you see yourself playing as well with between you and Impact as the more veteran members of this team? How much longer do you think you guys have overall?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've always had my goal of like, winning worlds, but it's really far.
Yeah,
I've never got really close, and I never got out of group stage, out of every single
it's harder than
worlds
people
runs.
think.
Yeah, it's really hard actually because every single time we'll beat the good Asian team and we'll lose to the wildcard team
Yeah.
somehow. So it's such a pain, but hopefully, I do want to make it out of the groups at least once in my career. Um, and this journey has been really fun for me. So I still don't know how long I'm gonna be playing, but yeah, I think at the least for me, I still want to be around the gaming industry just in general because all my career is here and this is what I love. This is
Mhm.
what I do. And I think that's why I could be playing this long because I love this gaming experience and having a lot of teammates, being able to bond with my teammates, being able to like communicate to the fans and stuff like that. So whether that's player, coach, or like caster, or like anything really, like I think I'll be around. So
I think in the future both as like both a Korean translator and a English commentator.
yeah,
I mean, it just makes it so easy and
I can
so.
translate. So
Yeah, this is fun. This is fun.
yeah.
This is fun. Well, thank you, Huhi. Really appreciate. Congratulations again for being Team USA. I think when I talked to Anero, he really valued your experience. I think that was
Mhm.
something that he really wanted on the team, is because he saw like there's a lot of young players, especially with Isaac and Griffin on the subs,
Yeah.
and he felt that he needed more experience on within you and Dokla. So congratulations again, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, thank you.